Hi, I'm Anders, and welcome to this first episode of SwiftFlix. So today we will learn how to make a simple app which shows a map and shows the user location on that map. So let's get started by opening up Xcode. First, you want to make sure that you've chosen multi-platform iOS and for the platform iOS and an app, then hit next. Then you want to give your project a name. So I'll call mine MapKit tutorial. And next you have to make sure that on the interface we have chosen storyboard because we won't be using Swift UI today. And hit next and hit create to save your project. So that's the first step. We got our basic project going. Next thing we want to do is to add a map view to our main screen. So let's go ahead and open up the main storyboard. Now just give it a little second while the screen loads. There we go. Then we will go up to View and Show Library, where we'll search for Map View. Now just drag and drop that into the center of your screen. Now to make sure that Map View fills the whole screen, we're gonna go down here and add 0 constraints at the top, left, right, and bottom, and hit Add 4 constraints. And then you'll see that this stretches the map view to the sides of the screen. Okay, so our ultimate goal is to show the user location on the map, and this is actually quite simple. You simply check user location here on the side, and we'll also check user tracking, which will update the user location if it changes. Now, that's the main thing, but there's a couple small things we need to do to get this to work. So one thing is we have to add a permission. So you might have seen this on new apps. When you first open them up and they want to access your location, you get a pop-up with a description asking for why the app needs your location. So we want to add that. So just go to the info list file, right-click, choose Add Row, and search for privacy-location, and then you can choose when in use. And on the right, we will describe that this app needs your location to show user location on map. Okay, so we're almost there, just one step left, and that is to force the app to show this pop-up asking for a location from user. Otherwise, the app won't be able to show the location. So in the view controller file, which we use to control our view that we saw in the storyboard earlier, we will start by importing MapKit. And then in the view did load method down here, which is called when the view loads, we will use something called MK location manager. Sorry, CL location manager. And then we will request when in use authorization. Okay, so that should be it. So let's try to run this on a simulator and see if it actually displays our location. Let's just give it a second to build, and there it's done. It should open up the simulator. And then let's just give it a second to install. And there it opens up. The first time, it sometimes takes a few seconds to load. So let's just give it a few seconds. In the meantime, you can notice that under Features and Location, I set the simulator location to Apple, which is their headquarters in Cupertino. So when this map finally loads, it should show the user location to be in Cupertino. So there we got our pop-up asking for location. We're gonna select while the app is in use, and then we can refresh the location. And there we can actually see it's in Cupertino. I'll just zoom out a bit so you can actually see that. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for following this first tutorial. If you have any questions, just ask in the comment. And if you like this and want to keep updated with future tutorials, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you. I'm Anders from SwiftFlix.